ladies and gentlemen, hey, we're back. Thanks again for tuning in. Man, here's the thing. I really enjoyed Mulan. Live action Mulan, Disney Plus, $30 down the drain. Hey, it was pretty cool, man. Did I pay the $30? Absolutely not. Because, thankfully, there's some smart people out there that are able to download it and put it online, and I watched it. This was actually really good, man. You know, I'm going to compare it to Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, Suicide Squad, pretty much the Snyderverse. Yes, it's bold. It takes into consideration the people for which it is for, okay? Just like Zack Snyder did with Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, his cut of Justice League. And then also, you know, being there for Wonder Woman, you know, because a lot of people still don't understand how pivotal of a role Zack Snyder was helping out Patty Jenkins and Gal Gadot get into the Wonder Woman spirit, okay? So, obviously, you know, Wonder Woman 1984 is going to be different, completely different, because, you know, a lot of things didn't go so well for Warner Brothers and the DC films, DC Extended Universe, however you want to call it. So, you know, things are going to be a little different. But let's go back. I digress, all right. So, Mulan, dark, violent, extremely violent. I mean, if you're sitting there with your 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old, eventually they're going to get up. They're going to walk the hell away because it's just too violent, Mom. It's just too violent, Dad. It's just too violent, Uncle. It's just too violent, Stepdad. It's just too violent, Ray. And I guess Ray is just some guy that lives on, you know, your mom's couch. He's been there pretty much your whole life. But, you know, obviously he didn't put a ring on your mother's finger, but he's still in there, if you catch my drift. So, yeah, man, it's violent, man. It's really violent. I mean, seriously, this is probably one of the most violent Disney movies that I've ever watched. But I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it how real and raw it is, man, because the history of that country is real and raw and violent. The history of the people, what they fought for, what they stand for, their symbols, all of it. It's violent. And that's great, man, you know, because at least this time it wasn't washed down, watered down, whitewashed, you know, turning one of their sacred symbols into a sidekick. It just wouldn't go so well. Now check this out. If the box office numbers for North America could contribute to, you know, $1 billion, $2 billion for every single movie like they do over there, it would be a completely different story. Mulan would be singing, you know, be a man, you must be, you know, no, we're not going to do that. We're not, because I don't want to ruin a classic. And plus, I don't want to start singing on this, all right? Because when you watch this movie, you will be disappointed about that factor. There is no singing, you know, there really isn't. Christina Aguilera, she does her thing. I won't lie about that. But yeah, there isn't, you know, those moments where you just want to burst out in song and dance. Most of it is going to be you crying as a grown person, and then your kids are going to be crying because it's serious, man. It's not a joke. It's not a game. It's some serious stuff, man. And that needs to be talked about. Probably in another video, but I just wanted to say, if you get a chance, check it out. Whether you pay the $30 or not, that's up to you. Me personally, for, you know, here's the thing. If you have a big, humongous family, absolutely pay the money for it. If you are not going to watch it with, you know, a big, large family, don't worry about it. All right? Download it. Do whatever you got to do. Or just wait, and then it's going to be on Disney Plus. And I think Disney knew what was going to happen with this movie, okay? Disney knew what was going to happen with this movie. They knew it wasn't going to do so well with, you know, North American audiences, you know? So, yeah, it's pretty bad as far as our standard of cinema. But I think that overseas it's going to do very well. Yeah, I really, really do. You know what I'm saying? Because Disney really, they took care with all the characters. And I think that, you know, that culture will find something in each one of those characters that reminds them of themselves, of their relatives, of their, you know, people. And I think that's important, you know? So what Black Panther was for, you know, some of the African American community, Mulan's gonna do the exact same thing, man. So that's pretty much where we're at. And yeah, I hope you guys get a chance to check it out. I think that it's worth it. I think that you will laugh. I think that you will cry. But most importantly, I think that you will cringe because, dude, it's pretty friggin' violent, man. You know, if you thought that General Zod getting his neck snapped in Man of Steel was violent, you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing. I'm out of here, guys. Take it easy. Be safe. Be kind to one another. And, yeah, thanks again for watching. Subscribe. Okay, around. Be a man, you must be a